Let me bring the formula. The formula, if we have it in front of us, it will be easier to use it for those who have not yet learned it. It's a simple expand pattern. Look at the pattern in the formula. Not just try to rectify it, okay? Understand the pattern that is going on the formula, and you can easily, after some questions, you will understand the formula and we will be able to easily be able to solve the questions. Okay, so look at the first one. Expand 1 minus 1 upon 2x is equals power 2. Power 2 means this is the basic one. You can use the a plus a minus b whole square thingy. And we know after we expand it, this becomes a square minus 2ab plus b square. इसी तरह से हो जाएगा. So this would become 1 square minus 2 into 1 into 1 upon 2x plus 1 upon 2x whole square, which we can simplify into 1 minus this 2 and this 2 cancel out, 1 upon 2. Sorry, 1 upon x and plus 1 upon 4x square. So easiest 1 mark, 1 mark easy. Simple expansion. Find the first 4 terms and the expansion of the 1 plus 2x power 6. This is your first part. This is your second part. This is 1 plus 2x power 6. And they want the first 4. So look, the first term is 1 inside the bracket. That the bracket is starting with 1. So you will use this formula, not the more difficult one. We'll use the simpler one. And how do we start with this? It starts with 1. Then it is 6c1. Your power n is 6. 61, then it is 62, then it will be 63. Then you have plus sign, plus sign, plus sign. Then the power of 2x will just increase. So 2x power 1, 2x power 2, 2x power 3. The power of the a is increasing. 6c1, 62, 63, this is also increasing. And now use your calculator. Don't try to simplify things manually. If you are not very good at simplification, use your calculator. So 6c1 times 2, this becomes 1 plus 12x. Then you have 6c2. Look how am I changing. 62 and then 2 power 2. So this becomes 60. 60 and then this would be x square. Because if you open up the bracket, it will be x square. Then you have 63 and 2 power 3. So this becomes 160x cube. So again, easy 2 marks. You just use the formula. If anyone has any questions, ask. Then the third one, they have combined the two things. 1 minus 1 upon 2x power 2 and 1 plus 2x power 6. And they are asking you to find the coefficient of x. So now we have found the expansion for both of these brackets. We have found for the expansion for the first bracket is 1 minus 1 upon x plus 1 upon 4x square. And we have found the expansion for the second bracket, it is 1 plus 12x plus 60x square plus 160x cube. Now what are they asking us? They want us to find the coefficient of x when your x power is 1. So instead of multiplying, expanding everything completely, we only selectively multiply the terms between the brackets, which will get you the variable x. For example, if I multiply 1 with 12x, I will get 12x, which has variable x power 1. And again, if I multiply minus 1 upon x with this thing, I will get, look, again, x minus 1 upon x multiplied by 60x square. The x and the x square would cancel out, you will get x. Then what you can do, you can also do 1 upon 4x square multiplied by 160x cube. I don't have the space. 1 upon 4x square into 160x cube. And lastly, what more when we do? Yes, that's it. There's nothing more. All other multiplications will get you the x power something else, not x power 1. We want only the coefficient of x power 1. So you selectively multiply. You did not multiply everything. You can do the complete expansion. but just that would just take a lot of your time. You need to do the work efficiently. So this and this cancels out. This and this cancels out. So you are left with 160 upon 4 is 40 x plus 12x minus 60x, which will simplify into uh, 52 minus 8x. So this means coefficient is minus 8. Okay. Look at this one. Now this is maximum difficulty, I can say. One of the difficult questions. Not as easy as the previous one. Okay, the problem now is over here that the first bracket is 4x plus 10 upon x power 3. And the second bracket is 2x plus k upon x square power 5. There are two brackets. And they've told you that the coefficient of x is p. So there is a term over here where you will have px, right? The coefficient of the x is p. So px is the term. And the coefficient of 1 upon x is q. And over here, you will have a term which has 1 upon x q. Q times 1 upon x. So q is the coefficient. Then they're telling us that 6 is equals to, p is equals to 6q. So we will use this formula. First of all, we will have to find the coefficient of p in the first bracket and coefficient of x in the first bracket, this one. And then over here, we will find the coefficient of 1 upon x. That will be your q. And the values of p and q that you get from the bracket, you will use it and substitute it over here in this formula and get the value of the unknown, the k. So how do you do this? For this one, you can see the power is very small. It is only 3. So you can do this manually as well. If you use the second formula, a plus b power n, let me bring it over here. You can use this formula simply to expand the first bracket because you need only x power 1. So if you're getting any other term with any other x power, so you will what do you say? Don't use not use that. So it will start with 4x power 3 plus, then you will have 3c1, then you will have 4x square, and then 10 upon x power 1. So look, this term will get you the x power 1 because 4x square, if you open up the bracket, you will get x square, and the 1 upon x from the second bracket, they both will cancel out. You will get x, the coefficient of x. So the second term is directly getting you this thing. So no need to go through the difficult process. So 3c1 multiplied by 4 square multiplied by 10. So you are getting 480 x square upon x, which will be 480x. So this means that your p is 480. You got the answer for p. Then over here, q, you want the term with x power minus 1. You can say that 1 upon x is x power minus 1. But you don't know which term will get you x power minus 1 because you have the x over here as well in the a as well. You are having x over here, the b as well. So which term will get you x power minus 1? You don't know. So what do? You compare you do it like this. You have a plus b power n, and the general formula is NCR, and a n minus r and b power r. And we know that r starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. and so on and so forth. And this will get you all of the terms in this extension. So what do you do right now? You can see that your value of a is, your power is 5. So this would be 5 CR. Then your a is your 2x. So 2x power n minus r. Sorry, n is your 5. 2x power 5 minus r. And then you have b. b is k upon x square power r. In this expansion, what do you need? We need the term with x power minus 1. Okay. So we only need the, so what do? We would simplify this thing and find the value of r for which the x power is minus 1. And how do you do that? Like this. You simplify, use indices, and you separate the coefficient part. 5CR, this will give you the number, the coefficient. 2 power 5 minus r, this would also give you the number part. K power r, this will also give you the number. What will give you the coefficient? Sorry, the variable. X minus, x power 5 minus r and x power 2r. When you will expand the bracket, this will become x power 2r. And when you will expand the bracket, you will get x power 5 minus r. So look, I wrote down the coefficient part all over here. This will get you the coefficient. And this is the variable part. So now we can compare the variable part with the variable part after using indices. 5 minus r minus 2r is equals to x power minus 1. So you have the same base now, cancel out the bases. 5 minus 3r is equals to minus 1. And so 5 plus 1 is equals to 3r. And so r will be equal to 6 upon 2. 6 upon 3. It is 2. So now we know that when your value of r will be 2, you will get the term with the variable which is x power minus 1. And now to get the coefficient, you will just use this value of r in the coefficient part. 5c2, 2 power 5 minus 2, and a power 2. This will be 5c2 multiplied by 2 power 3. 80k square. And this is what? This is your q. 80k. 80k square is now the coefficient of x power minus 1, which is equals to q. And then we know that 6 is equals to, sorry, p is equals to 6q. So p is 480 into 6 and q is 80k square. So what are you getting? 480 divided by 6 times 80. Sorry. 1. So k square is 1, and therefore your value of k will be plus minus 1. And what have they given you? Find the possible values of k. So we have found the possible values of k. K is equal to plus and minus 1. This is your complete sawal. This was a good question. It is not very critical. There is no very deep knowledge that is required or very, very difficult concept to be used. The simplification part is sometimes difficult. You can make silly mistakes. Otherwise, this is one of the easiest ones of this P1. Okay. I will do one more for you people, and then you people will do. This one looks good. For this one, they are only asking you for the coefficient of x cube. Only the coefficient of x cube. So you can either use this thing over here that we did to find the term which will get you x cube. Or you can do it more logically as well if you don't want to make things difficult for you. Because over here you can see that the variable is only with the second part, right? Only with the second term. It's not with the first term inside the bracket. It's only with the second term. So we know how does it start? It starts with p power 4, and then it would be p power 3, 1 upon p x power 1. Similarly, it will go up until we want 1 upon p x power 3. So p power will become 1, and it will be 4c1. Isn't it? We know that the powers of each bracket, the powers of A, they keep on decreasing. It was p power 4, then it becomes p power 1, 3, then 2, then 1. And the power of the second term, which is 1 upon px, so 1 upon px, there was no 1 upon px in the first term. Then it becomes 1 upon px power 1, then power 2, then power 3. So I only want this thing, because this after simplification will get me the coefficient of x cube. Right? So you did chalaki, cleverness, and you saved your time, and now you logically, mentally, you found this. So now if you simplify this thing, 4c1 is 4 p 1 upon p cube x cube, and this is equals to 144 x cube. That's what they've given us. The coefficient of x cube is 144. So 144 x cube is the term. So x cube and x cube cancel out. So 4 upon p square is equals to 144. 4 upon 144 is equals to p square. This goes over there, multiply, this comes down and divide. So 4 upon 144 कितना होता है? 1 upon 36 is equals to p square. And therefore your value of p will come out as plus minus 1 upon 6. Find the possible values of p. So that's it. 4 marks for just this working. You saved your time. You could have done it using this thing to find a term where you will get x cube. But right now I did not use that because I know that the only part which is having x is the second term. There was no combination between the two terms which will simplify, and you don't know how to find the x cube mentally. So you know the fourth term will get you x cube. That's it. Okay. Have a look at this one. Question number 19. Okay, so 1 plus y power 6 in ascending terms, ascending powers of y as far as the term in y square. So this one is the easy one. 1 plus y power 6. And whenever your bracket starts with 1, your first term is the 1. And then it becomes nc1, which is right now 6c1. Then you will have 6c2. Then you will have 63, 64, 65, 66. But you only need to the y power 2. So this would be y power 1. This would be y power 2. So this becomes 1 plus 6y plus, I think, 10y square. What is 62? 15. Sorry. 15y square. That's it. This is the answer for the first part. Easy. Then they have given in the expansion of 1 plus px minus 2x squared power 6. The coefficient of x square is 48. Now, if you see this carefully, closely, you will see that they have simply substituted the value of y with this thing. So they have done what? That if y is equals to px minus 2x square, then so this bracket becomes 1 plus y power 6 becomes what? 1 plus px minus 2x square power 6. Exactly the same that which they have given. So this means they have used this substitution, and you can substitute the same thing in all of the y's over here in the expansion as well to help you to expand the second part. So now you will write it down as 1 plus 6 times px minus 2x square plus 15 times px minus 2x square power square. And then they're giving you the coefficient of x square is 48. So you will eventually work for the coefficient of x square. So if you expand this thing, you will get 1 plus 6px minus 12x square and plus 15. And then you expand the bracket using the identity a square minus 2ab plus b square, because this is whole square. So a square will be p square x square minus 2ab. So 2ab will be 2p x cube and then plus 4x power 4. And now they want to work with the coefficient of x square. So whatever the terms that are getting you x square is this thing, and x square is when you will get when you multiply these two things. So this will be 15 p square x square. And they have given you that the total coefficient of x square is 48. So this is 48 x square. So x square cancel out. So you have minus 12p plus 15p square minus 48 is equals to 0. And then you can solve it quadratically. Use the quadratic formula, get the answer for p. So this is 15p square minus 12p and minus 48. Find the value of the positive constant p. Maybe I think we have done it wrong because we're getting a very unusual answer. Let's see. I haven't put this right. 15p square minus 12p. Minus 48. Okay. P square x square. Have we done it right? Minus 12x square. Okay. And then 15p square x square. This is 48x square. So 15p square minus 12p minus 48. 15p square minus 12p minus 48. Have we done it right? I don't know. It's we'll have to check the answers. Maybe I think I have made some silly mistakes. See my working. Check my working if someone can see any silly mistake that I made. The answer is coming out in decimal, a very irrational number, in thirds. So it's not very likely the answer comes like this. 40 px minus 2x square. This would be 4p x cube. 6p minus 12x square. Okay. Okay, I think we should set the answer then. Has anyone find my mistake? Abhiyan, Munib. 6c2. What is 6c2? 15. 15y square. Then you expand the bracket of the y, p square x square minus I think I have done right, but I can't find my mistake. Okay, I'm checking the answer now. 19. 2. हाँ देखो So silly mistake. Look, this is 12x square. And what have I written now? 12px square. Where did this p come from? Sorry, bro. It doesn't have b. So now if we solve it, 15p square minus 60 is equals to 0. And so your p comes out as 60 divided by 15 is 4, and then p is plus minus 2. And they only need the positive answer for p. So p is plus 2.